The opening of the Scientology building was insanity. I was immediately propelled into learning how to walk a fine line between journalism and activism when the Chicago PD threatened to arrest everyone for trespassing in this alleyway. It looks like after speaking to Sean, the head of event planning for Scientology's Office of Special Affairs, the police said the owner of the alley wanted everyone out. I learned later, though, that the alley may actually be public property.
Shut it down! Shut it down! Sex abuse cult! Arrested us out! I got a bad break, man. Child abuse! Sex abuse!
This is private property. Please leave. This is private property. Private property. Keep going. Keep going.
Or we're just gonna come back, man.
Keep going.
It's gonna get worse.
Keep going.
Well, you heard it's private property, all right?
Private property. This is private property.
Okay.
This is private. Watch your back. Don't throw. Private property. Let's go.
You do.
How you there, buddy?
You're safe with me too. I'm here to protect you just as much.
This is the most dangerous. You're not here for our safety. You don't know dick, do you? By one of these people.
So I asked the officer for a copy of the updated permit because the public's supposed to have access to the sidewalk, and this is what he had to say.
Just because I don't have a copy of the permit doesn't mean I don't know what it's about.
So Shannon has a copy of it, and it says it's supposed to be like we're supposed to be able to walk. Do you have any comment on that?
It's an invitation-only event. You don't have an invitation, so you're not welcome.
The funny thing is that one of the interviews I had with the resident actually did lead to an invitation, and we were able to watch the show up on their balcony. But then we were alerted that Danny was being harassed, and look what was happening. And yet again, we see scrawny little Sean calling the police to do his dirty work.
If you continue to scream like that, we're going to arrest you.
What for, sir? First Amendment.
It's not.
It's the First Amendment, sir.
You're too loud. I can hear you over 100 feet away. That's a
There's no amplifier, sir.
Danny, you want to explain your court date on March 5th?
I don't have a court date, sir. It was all dropped, buddy. It was all dropped, buddy. It was all dropped, buddy. It was all dropped.
Why? It's all dropped.
It's all dropped, buddy. Everything got dropped, buddy. I don't have to show up to court. LAPD arrested me falsely, so, buddy, keep on walking.
So at this point, I made it downstairs, but I'm still past the barricade, and I can see that Danny's fine. But this is what I'm dealing with. Keep in mind, I am not a streamer, so people don't really know me. And this guy comes over and starts asking me a bunch of questions.
What are you recording?
The event?
Oh, okay. What are you trying to do with the recording?
I'll show you. A fair warning, this is a very long interaction, but I use this opportunity to force this guy to watch Serge Del Mar's video of Liz Gale's 75-foot scroll, naming those stripped of their childhood innocence, and this guy watches. Are you in Scientology?
Are you not parents? Would you put your children in harm's way? Would you do that?
That's why I'm recording.
Happiness away to go fuck yourself!
I see. Okay.
The way to put children
What are you gonna do with
in harm's way!
It's so far away like this?
Are you in Scientology?
Children
I don't know what that has to do with anything. I'm just curious what you're
I'm curious if you're in Scientology. If you're asking me questions, I should be able to ask you questions, right?
Children get abused! Well, don't just sit there!
Do you want to watch it too?
Did someone upset you or something, or you know that person?
It's all of these kids.
Yep.
Every single last one of them. Every single
last one of them.
So I heard that
Okay, at this point, there's so many people lining up trying to get to their home or go to these businesses. On this street, there's entrances to apartment buildings, there's a market, and there's a couple of restaurants. Scientology gave little to no notice to the residents. I later learned that they paid 2 different restaurants $20,000 apiece to close early and $6,000 to the pizza place to also close early.
Do you know when the open house is tomorrow? Like I heard that they're doing.
He's a Scientologist, you can ask him.
Do you know when the open house is tomorrow?
I don't actually know.
Oh, okay. I heard it does exist, but.
Well, late.
Davey!
Look what your coach
Davey!
So, what is that supposed to do? What is that supposed to do?
How long have you been in Scientology?
What's the screaming supposed to do?
How many audits do you do a day?
What's the screaming supposed to do?
Why do you record your audits?
Abused, neglected, and put in harm's way.
Do you put kids in saunas?
Some of them
I have no clue you're talking
No.
about. I'm sorry.
They didn't even make it up.
I honestly was just here just to find out what you were.
That, right there.
A short list. This is just a quick one we put together.
Second generation kids are getting out and they're talking about their experiences. Yeah.
It literally goes all around.
Going under, buddy.
This is just the very beginning list.
Davey!
Who are you trying to reach? What's the yelling
These are
for?
all kids that spoken out. All of these
Oh,
kids have spoken
you know
out
what?
one way
I have an
or
idea.
another.
Oh no, it's okay. You want to keep watching? So for the end of the night, like, we're all exhausted. My son, as much as he loves protesting, like, he is a preteen. He's ready for some food. We hear that the pizza place might be open, so he, like, walks through. And I'm, like, getting up, trying to catch up to him. So they're trying to, like, stop us, but, like, failing. So little Sean here calls for backup. So I stopped and talked to this guy, and I'm like, hey, is the pizza place open? He's like, no, I don't think it is. And he had just come from the market, and I'm like, oh, let's just go grab some snacks and some water. And so that's where we're headed.
This is private property.
They even sent their security guards, who are off-duty police officers, to the market to stalk and intimidate us.
But it seemed like you were coming all through the aisles looking for something.
You can't be in here unless you're just shopping for something. Are you thirsty? They're not giving you water?
And he stopped right here. As soon as he saw me, he stopped and he was rushing it. He was like, "Oh, she's right here." Dang, I can't even choose a drink to buy for.
You're streaming, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, walk away, buddy. Waddle away.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.